Hey everybody, welcome to another beautiful day. It's your boy Malz and Gabe 305 with my partner, my brother from another mother. Introduce yourself.
You know it's Gabe, as always. Thank you for the beautiful introduction. This is episode 2, man. Just a quick point of order. It is Memorial Day when this comes up, I believe. Or it's at least the weekend after, so we know that's happening. Okay.
A beautiful day it is. A beautiful day.
All right, cool. Yeah, this is the anime and forever. Anime for forever in high school.
Yes, yes, I get it. I pause on it too, but it's forever in high school.
Yes.
Every time we watch anime, we feel like that first time we watch anime was in high school, man. I remember the first time I watched anime, it was Gundam. And I love Gundam. To this day, I still love Gundam.
I thought about it a little bit more. You know, you always thinking, like you're always learning from anime. So, you know, it kind of feels like you always in high school. You know, you learning.
It's right. You take them life lessons. It might be animation and everything. Some people don't take it too serious, but you know, the little family quotes, you know, you can take it in life, you know.
Speaking on that, what was your biggest lesson you learned from Gundam?
Not to judge based on, like, never judge everybody by your cover, you know. In Gundam, there was always 3 different factions, you know, the humans, the advanced humans, and some random alien faction. And the humans didn't like the advanced humans because they were modified super beings, and you know, some people don't like that. And for me, it was like, even if they're modified, they still are human. They still, no matter what, they're having a war that didn't make sense. Mm-hmm. They could have easily sat down and talked it over, but at that point, it wouldn't be Gundam. It wouldn't be nothing, because they would have just solved all the issues there and then.
Yeah, man, communication is key, bro. Like, I think that's the most important thing in a relationship. And that's the most important thing in life, in anything. Like, if you know something's going to be a problem, you should probably address it.
Big facts. Also, another shout out to the writer of Berserker. He recently passed away.
Oh, yes. Rest in peace. Yeah, I don't want it to take a somber tone, but Berserk came into my life when I needed a story about you getting a revenge on your friend.
Wait. Hold on. It all started out with Guts. You cannot forget the main antagonist. Like, Guts.
I know, but Guts is defined by Griffin. Like, Griffin's the cool, calm, collective leader. Everyone looks up to him. Guts, the outsider. Like, even at the beginning, it was like, okay, if things gonna go left, who do you think it's gonna be? It's gonna be Guts.
Big facts.
You
know, I can honestly say, when I first time watching Berserker, it was nice. I watched the old time, not the movies, like the old first generation of the anime, like before all the graphics and stuff. I'm talking about 90s style art.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful. I did not change, because I don't mind old style anime, because there's, like, you know, that's when you can see the writer really try to put everything to like the mangas and the shine of it, of the anime shows.
Yeah. You know, the art style is hard to animate, and it seems like the show is also hard to animate. Like, people don't want to illustrate how brutal that show is. Like, I don't think it'll ever be like properly adapted. Like, you can't illustrate some of the things Berserk touched on, like the whole moon thing. What do they call that? The twilight whatever. The day where everything changed.
You mean the apocalypse?
Yeah, basically, he killed his whole crew. I mean, it's not really relatable. You know what I'm saying? It's more like Guts. Guts is relatable. Like, I think we had someone who want to blow something up, right, in our lives. So Guts is trying to get revenge for that. It's the only thing that keeps him going. Like, he, like I said, I was talking to you
Oh,
this week. Dark Souls is heavily inspired by that. So,
definitely.
yeah, especially the character who was in the abyss with his wolf. I forgot his name. Artorias, I think.
Yes, Artorias, definitely. And his wolf that carried the Artorias sword. Yes, and the Bloodborne was.
No, that was Dark Souls.
Was it Dark Souls?
Yeah, that was Dark Souls.
Was it?
Yeah, it was the first one, I believe.
Oh, wait, hold on. Didn't they have a wolf?
Yeah, Dark Souls had the wolf with the giant sword.
And I haven't played that in a while, so kind of.
The God Hand in that show was kind of ahead of its time too. Like, I don't think we were getting a lot of animes or any series where there's like a dark. There obviously Griffin's the main antagonist, but the God Hand is what causing everything to go left. So, okay. On a funner note, thanks to Blizzard, let's talk about this. So you remember what happened to Griffin. If you don't, I'll let I'll let everyone else know.
I definitely remember what happened to Griffin, and I feel like, in my opinion, from watching the series, I feel like Griffin kind of jumped to a conclusion, but at the same time,
hold on though. What if they were showing you everything you ever wanted? Because remember, Griffin, they wasn't just showing Griffin like, they showed his life, they showed what he really wanted, and they were willing to give it to him. Would you sacrifice all your friends for that?
My honest opinion, no.
And were they even Griffin's friends?
Good point. At that point, if you hesitate, I guess. But at the same time, my man didn't hesitate. He said, "I will sacrifice them all for what I want in life."
I think he felt ownership of the Band of the Hawk, which was the name of the mercenary group. He felt ownership, and he felt like they owed him. Like he owed him and owed them to become the Griffin they wanted to be. It was a very toxic relationship because you think about Griffin was doing stuff before that was like, I think he had sex with that dude. You don't remember that?
No.
It was it was very alluded to. Because I remember they needed funding for, it was during the Golden Age arc, and they needed funding for a war. And the dude was fond of like how Griffin looked, because Griffin's
I skipped that part.
A feminine looking dude. I mean, they didn't have sex, bro. It was like one scene. How did you skip one scene?
Hey, listen, that one scene was pretty. I usually blink them stuff out of my face, Blink.
What? Okay, so let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the fact that it illustrated the fact that Griffin would do anything for his dream. But was he doing stuff for the Band of the Hawk? Like, when did it start doing, I'm doing stuff for Guts instead of the Whole? Because it went left when Guts left.
It all started when everybody took interest into Guts more than Griff. And then even Griff took more interest in the Guts. And then it became to the point where Guts was like the champion to the Band of the Hawks. So when it came down to the point when it got to, I guess, the capital of the kingdom, and when everything went left, that's when Griff came to the realization, fuck everybody, fuck Guts, fuck the Band of the Hawks. It's all about me. Because if you remember some of the stuff, Griff gave up that stone just so he can continue be with the Band of the Hawks and Guts.
I mean, they made it. Like, I think they were pretty high up in the kingdom. They were practically knights. Guts, I think Guts wasn't used to that level of success in his life. And he felt like, I don't know, maybe he wanted his own. See, that's a toxic. I think it's pretty underrated how toxic that thinking is, because you built this up together. You were the muscle, Griff was the brain. You shouldn't be feeling like you have to go do something else, because you should take ownership of what you did. You did that, Guts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think in the hindsight, he just was getting tired. If anything, Guts was getting tired. But Griffith was just beginning.
Oh yeah, that was the beginning, because once he's in there with the kingdom, he's gonna go. You know, he made the play for the princess. Okay, he just did it a little early. He needed a little bit more time to make that play. If he just waited to make that play for the princess, where he couldn't be denied, he would basically be exactly where he was at the beginning of the actual series, like after the revenge plot. You know,
but that's the situation, though. Even though he made it too soon, the king had a infatuation with his own daughter. So I don't see how at any given point, even if he dragged it out,
the king dying.
The king was not budging, man.
No, the king dying. He was waiting for the king to die.
Well, yeah, that would have probably been better, but at that point, he didn't wait.
Yeah, because he said he was chilling because I have the Band of the Hawk. I got the strongest crew. I got the strongest guy. He fought a demon. Like he saw this dude fight a demon. Like together. Like Griffith and Guts together was pretty much like that unbeatable tag team. And like you get it like we didn't see a lot of the darker fantasy stuff until Griffith introduced that into the series. Like Griff is the introduction to a lot of things for Guts, good or bad. Good or bad. You know, like he introduced him to the Band of the Hawk. He introduced him to the God Hand. He introduced him to the dark curses, the stuff in his life, the
armor that he received.
Yeah, like it's tough to never see like what would happen with that story, or maybe he didn't want it to end. You know, because it's been 20 years. Like I don't know how he would want Berserk to end, but I think Casca coming back. I don't know if you read the manga, but Casca was the one that got severely sexually assaulted, we'll say, and she actually came back to her senses.
Did she now?
Yes, in the manga.
Wait, hold on. Didn't this mean? Because I remember seeing like 10 different movies about Berserker. Or is that all based off the anime?
So the first three are the before. Just the first three movies are basically just this is what happened before the series that you saw. Now, if you're watching the original anime, it basically covers what the movies covered.
Okay.
It was a reboot of sorts, the movies were.
Makes sense.
And then after the movies, that's when they started the Berserk, the CGI version of it.
Okay.
And that it was supposed to go right after those movies. So like that's when he became the Black Swordsman, the original Black Swordsman, Kirito, the original, bro.
Listen,
chill.
It was like I said, it was passion that writer created Berserker, and I'll miss him. And FX14, they had a whole memorial on the video game. People came together and, got on their Dark Knights.
Final Fantasy 14?
Yeah, I was there for that one. I logged on to it and
wow.
Made sure I was there for that one.
That's crazy. Yeah, we might have to rewatch it and give an honest good episode or something. Maybe something for Berserk, because it was a pretty big series and it deserves
It deserved praise. Yeah.
Yeah, it deserves a little episode. Well, let's move. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's move to the topic while we're here for. I've been waiting weeks to watch this, and my man was slacking. Okay, I wanted to talk about this for weeks. Okay, now we all know that Demon Slayer is that new popular thing that's out, that's crazy in the streets. Everybody love it because it introduced a new type of dynamic to anime. The character is not like every character whole situation. He's not possessed by a demon. He's not overpowered. It's just he is trying to save the only sibling he has that's apparently a demon. And I think the premise of this anime is beautiful because I am so tired of I watch anime, click on something new. Oh, the main character has a demon inside him. What shall he do? Or, I'll be born into another world, but I have ultimate powers of destruction. Watch me. I am so tired of the same thing over. It gets repetitive and boring for anime to do the same shit. So I am so tired of it. Right now, I am on Just Watch Anything right now because I want something to show me that people can be creative. Like, I hate when people do the same thing and thinking it's smart. It's not.
Well, I'm not too into the specifics, but let me approach it from this angle. Internal conflict is easy to write because it's personal. Like Naruto, his internal conflict with Kurama, Jujutsu Kaisen, his internal conflict. Because these things are inside him, you can say these are also the main characters. It's an easy cop-out. In Demon Slayer, he's good. Like, the main character, did y'all see inside his soul at the beginning of the movie? He's good. I think it was the middle of the movie, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like his soul's literally like a blue sky and with little fairies guiding you to the soul. So good that when he went over there to go take this dude's soul out, this dude cried.
Yes.
That boy cried.
The anime we're talking about is the new Demon Slayer movie. The Demon Slayer on the what is the title? Demon on the Train?
Yeah, Demon Train. Yeah, Demon Train. Demon Train's fine. Oh my God. Okay. I know. Okay, bro. I want to just finish up on what you're alluding to. Why Demon Slayer is kind of different. It's just because it's not coming from him. The conflict doesn't come from him because each of the villains are very pitiable. Like, I'm not saying they're completely redeemable. Like, they're not. You can't redeem them. But you feel sorry for them. And through the lens of someone who's pure, are we
talking about the demons inside this anime?
Yeah, the demons are very like something terrible happened to them. Remember, right before they die.
They show
you show exactly what happens.
Oh, when there was okay,
when they were human. Remember, Tanjiro always says, "Listen, I know you're a demon now, but you were once a human." He always made that distinction. Like, he always says, and right before Tanjiro, I don't know if he has like some power or something, but they reflect before they die, to some extent. Like, even the dude in this movie, like at the end, he was all like, but he wasn't reflecting like in a redeemable way. He was reflecting like, yeah, screw Tanjiro, trash.
Yes,
like. Yeah, the dude in the movie was just unredeemable.
My whole cause, I love the movie and I hate the movie at the same time because they had everything I liked about the movie. They had an opponent that was smart. He was smart. He was not just a random demon like on a train. No, the demon became part of the train, and his power was to put people to sleep. Okay, some people think that's a weak demon power. Like, what type of shit is that? But he put that like hundreds of people on this train and put them to sleep while they dream of the best time with their family or that best time in their moments. It's crazy. And a lot of people who I'm pretty sure have good dreams that sometimes you just want to go back to. So this demon just had a strong power, and to me, I think it was strong.
Yeah, strong psychology. I do. I think the word for it is malevolent. Malevolence is basically I do bad things because I feel good when I do it. Yeah. And he was very malevolent. He enjoyed the fact that people had these dreams right before he takes them away and makes them suffer in the most terrible of fashion, like the rise before the fall.
Yes, it was. But our main antagonist, Tanjiro, found out it was a dream. But he didn't know what to do because he had to decide between living in this dream or getting out and slaying this demon. And he came at 2 points in this dream where he decided to stay or to leave.
Well, Tanjiro was in the dream. I don't know what was like when he went into the water. Like, what was that about? Like was that his subconscious?
That was his subconscious trying to tell him to wake up.
That's powerful, man.
Yes, because he literally, if he didn't wake up, he would have died there and then. But his sister helped him out because Tanjiro has the world's strongest nose in this anime. He's like part dog. He can sniff you out of nowhere. So because of his sister using her demon arts power, burning the ropes that he was linked to, the other boy, he magically woke up.
Which I don't get because he grew up in the snow. In the mountains, right? Like, how are you smelling things? If you ever been in extreme cold like that, like, he must have like a crazy nose to even just smell things like there.
But you have to realize that in a mountain, it's not always snowing. There's them times when it's not snowing, and then
that's true.
Spring comes out, and then you can just smell everything. If you live in the mountains, and you turn to smell everything. The air around you is completely different. It's just way better. So you in turn become better at smelling things, hearing things. Is just way better from being in a good environment like that. Being in the mountains, first it's rough, but at the same time, if you get used to it, it's a beautiful concept to be in a cabin in the mountains with every morning waking up with the sun in your face and the smelling that mountain air is beautiful.
Yeah, and the mountain cat trying to eat you.
Well, yeah. Oh man, it's hard out there.
Oh, I mean, I think it'll be fun. Like if you ever you try to move to the mountains?
No doubt.
I hope you get Wi-Fi there.
Well,
I hope you get Wi-Fi. You might have to get that satellite.
Yeah, you always need that satellite. On another note,
yes,
the reason why I also hated the anime is because one of the characters of the anime movie passed away also in the movie.
No. You talking? Okay, listen. Think of it like a Demon Slayer season for a second, because they kind of pasted out the movie like it was at least like 6-7 episodes. It could have been more. That could have been a season. That could have been a 12-episode season. That movie, just them on the train.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay.
I need that.
So we get introduced to the Flame Hashira, right? He's a gangster, no doubt.
He's more like a Mike guy in Demon Slayers because he clearly he has that fountain of youth vigor to him.
Yeah, but in a Demon Slayer twist, because he's deeper than that. You know, he saw what being a Flame Hashira did to his father. You know,
actually, I thought it was because his wife passed away.
Yeah, but it was because he was that. He was targeted because he was that. At least that's how his father felt. Because remember, he said nothing good will come of it, and because you wanted to be that, and I was that, to overcome. I know, to overcome your father usually have a relationship, if he's in your life, a deep relationship with your father. To overcome him being crushed by something, and then saying, "Hey, I want to be that," you need to be exactly how he was, like super just ready for action all the time, because he can't show any weakness. You saw his soul.
Yeah, his soul was literally, the whole area was on flames.
It was on fire.
It was flames everywhere. The girl that was trying to snuff his soul out got caught on fire. On top of that, my man still asleep, I mind you. Well, like his body moved on its own and started choking the girl in his dreams. Like,
yeah, it comes from a different place than Mike. I feel what you're saying though. They're the same type of character, but it comes from Guy comes from I'm not being acknowledged because of my taijutsu. So I have to show everybody the power of youth. Let me show you how long this can go when you really take this physical stuff seriously. Him is all the Hashiras want to kill all the demons, but not in the same. Let's say if the master said, "Hey, yo, Nezuko, you gotta kill Tanjiro's sister," he would have done it, no problems.
No doubt.
No problems. Because in that world, you can't just lead demons like that. So
yeah, but
he understands that.
Yeah, but the leader of the Hashira saw Nezuko. Nezuko did not want flesh or blood or wanted to eat. She literally just wanted to be with her brother Tanjiro. I assume so, because right now it seems like she has not shown any patterns of talking or anything. She just well, she got a muzzle on her face, so I get it, but throughout this
the muzzles for everyone else to feel safe. I don't think Tanjiro, if Tanjiro had a choice, he would be like, "Yeah, I'm not putting a muzzle on my sister."
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I take that, yeah. Because nobody's really safe around demons, no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah, and even if it was safe, why you have to explain that every time? That's why she's in the box. That's why, because of the sunlight thing too. But just to keep it low key, nobody has to know Tanjiro's business. So, okay, but I do want to focus on why you disliked him dying in this movie. Do you understand? First of all, was that Lelouch voicing in the dub? I'm talking about the dub version. Was that the same dude who does the
Lelouch? Yeah,
doing the main demon voice? A bunch of animes.
Yes,
Voice 10 and Shinobi Strikers.
Voice 10, yes, it's Voice 10.
Okay, I knew he was dead as soon as I heard Voice 10, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was dead.
Lelouch V. Batania.
He was dead, bro. That dude voices almost every character that
in every popular anime. Yes, he voice actor out of the main.
He voices the dude who would kill you.
The villain.
Yeah, the dude who would kill you. Okay. I love the introduce. I think this is the first upper 8 we saw. Upper 3, something like that.
Yes, one of the upper 3 of the demon side, yes.
Okay.
His whole blood style is hand-to-hand combat. Which
you mad he lost to that dude?
Listen, it's not that I was mad that he lost. The fact is, it's the fact that I felt like they could have killed him there if they only acted sooner. And Tanjiro was on the ground. Boar hat guy was just watching, but he was afraid. He was afraid. The upper three is not something you mess with.
Bro, he was fighting Toxic Goku.
Yes, the upper three. Yes,
that's what he was. He was Toxic Goku. He was all like, "Hey, man, you're pretty strong. I kind of want to train with you every day. How about you become a demon?"
Listen, okay, yes, he has during the fighting scenes. He was preaching how his playing art style was amazing, and he should become a demon.
He complimented him the whole fight.
The whole entire fight, yes. The whole entire fight. This man did not lose his stride. The flame Hashira took it to a whole new level. He when he thought he was beat, in actuality, he just we woke in his last technique, flame breathing, ninth art, and it was beautiful. The fight in this anime movie was beautiful.
We saw a lot of what the flame style was capable of in this movie. I feel like we got a full character here. Like I don't feel like we got cheated out of a character. I feel like we had a full, awesome, super cool character in movie form, which is and he died.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. Now hear me out. Call me out if I'm wrong. I felt like the movie, yes. Okay, you could have introduced the flame Hashira on all the techniques and stuff. I feel like he should not have died there. They could have worked out, because I feel like that could have been a build up to, like, all the Hashiramas and Nezuko and his brother, all of them could have gone in charging to defeat all the demons.
Bro, did you see? No, okay. This has got to be an appreciation for him. Tell me when I'm out of line. Tell me when I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
This man booms across trains of cars. Booming. He causes the whole train to boom. Remember, this is no regular train. This is a demon train.
Hold on. My man with the lightning style, we can't act like he didn't do lightning style breathing.
He didn't boom the train, though. He didn't boom the train.
What?
He was protecting one car with Nezuko. Tanjiro was protecting one car with Bordude. I call him Bordude. Bordude and this dude said I got 5 cars, bro.
I mean, he's the Hashirama of flame. If he can't handle 5 cars and he's the
by himself.
He's okay.
He's 5 times stronger than him practically. Am I wrong?
You right. Right.
But he did it. He didn't rub that in his face. They said he went along with it, and he gave them real advice like, hey, man, y'all got some potential. I want to trade y'all. Y'all got it.
Like I said, that was a beautiful character.
And he never doubted them. He's all like, hey, man, y'all are demon slayers. Y'all got to go do this while I do this.
He even accepted Nezuko on his deathbed. Beautiful character, lost it too quick, man. It was too beautiful. It was a beautiful character.
I think if he was around, it would be like, there would be no sense of danger. Because he's too strong.
All right, I got one question. And this is I don't know, you can take it how you will. All right, you remember how after he laying on the ground, about to pass away, Tanjiro threw the sword at my man, Upper 3 Demon. You remember?
Yeah.
And it pierced him in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And Tanjiro said he was a coward and he was running away and all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
May I ask, how is Tanjiro going to slay demons now since his sword is gone?
Does it? This happened before. Did it not?
No, his sword broke.
Yeah.
But it never actually...
Remember, it is the black blade, though. It's an indecisive blade. So maybe this maybe the I don't read the manga, by the way.
Same here.
It may be the start of maybe him accepting his flame style more, because he does have that one technique from his father that he used on the demon to take him out, which was pretty dope. So
yeah,
maybe he'll have a different blade or something.
Maybe his blade would consist of the water style that he learned from the old man in the mountain, and the fire style that he got from his father.
Yeah, I wish he mixes it, make like a vapor style or something.
A vapor, you think? Maybe clouds.
Yeah, clouds.
Yeah, because his soul is pure. Like it will.
Yeah, like cloud style, light style.
Light style, yeah.
Yeah, so cool. I mean, because I don't know. Tanjiro's not a broken character right now. He's clearly below Hashira's in terms of strength. And unlike in other shows like One Piece or something where you're like Admiral level, but that could mean anything. In this show, you're a Hashira, you killed a lot of demons.
Yes, big facts. Tanjiro right now, every time he gets into a fight, something is broken on him. Either his legs are broken, his hand is broken, his arms broken.
Old Deku looking boy.
Oh, Deku. Well, at least in My Hero Academia, when Deku uses his powers, you can see his aunt. All right, you remember the first episode, at least the third episode when Deku was trying to go for the academy. He unleashes his powers full blast, broke his legs. They're dangling in the air like noodles.
It's a little unrealistic. And I know it's anime, but if you're gonna exemplify, I hate this dude just broke his legs, he broke his arm.
Bruh, listen.
You go into shock. He should have at least like went into shock for a second, like.
He went into shock
and passed out.
Okay, all right, but you have to. They could easily say because of the adrenaline, his body was pumping. He didn't feel the pain yet.
But see, this is why I like Demon Slayer too. Even when Tanjiro got attacked like that, it was shown like, okay, he got stabbed. Like he has to. I remember in the show, it was like that guy is seriously injured, and they spent a whole arc just at the ultimate healer's place, like just being healed and training and stuff. Like he got stabbed. Like he's really. The Hashira said if he did not know how to, if you moved right there, you would have died.
You mean when Lightning Boy got poisoned to death?
No, I'm talking. I did say from the anime. From the anime, I was speaking on when they were all injured. I forgot like the exact injuries, but they were kind of, they had a whole arc being like brought back, saved.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z doesn't do that, does it?
Oh yeah, it's been Goku. Actually, never mind. Goku apparently is super immune.
Let's talk about Dragon Ball Z since you brought it up.
Wait, hold on, bro. Let's
Toxic Goku. That's what he was. The upper level. He loves to fight. He had the ultimate body to fight. He wanted to just keep fighting. He lost immediate interest when the fighter of his level left, and just like Goku does.
Well, first of all, he could have probably kept fighting, but the sun was coming up, and we all know the sun is a one shot. I feel like the demons are vampires.
Well, Moo's on some type of vampire because a lot of it's like blood. You know?
That's why I feel like the demons. They're actually, instead of saying demons, they're vampires.
No, well, I call them demon because the show calls them demons.
Yeah, but if you actually took a look at it, like what they do, since they devour human flesh and suck their blood and everything, I'll call them more vampires than anything. But demon slayers, yes. But look at their weaknesses though. Sunlight.
I see what you're saying because the progenitor, how vampires work usually.
Yeah, I mean, decapitation, breaking their heart.
If you think about it, there's an elder vampire where every vampire starts from.
Exactly.
kind of like how they approach demons in this show.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see how you would call them the vampires. Yeah,
And
I can see that.
Also, don't forget that when you take in the blood from the master of all vampires, you get a little bit stronger.
I think in this show you get a lot of bit stronger, but I see what you're saying.
I feel like demons say it's like instead of using vampires, they call them demons. But like I said, I love the movie, and I do also.
You could think about it this way. What would you, if you're a human, would you really care about the difference between a vampire and a demon?
No, not for real. But
exactly,
my man, before he passed away, he told the demon that being human is beautiful. Getting old is beautiful. Living until your life comes to an inevitably end, bro, is beautiful, because he's right. Being a human is beautiful. You know, being immortal, living forever. For some people, that might be the bee's knees, but for some, they just like being alive. You know, seeing your kids get old. You know, being old together with the one you love. It's a beautiful thing.
You know,
like
immortals in a lot of shows are portrayed for being apathetic or like are not caring anymore. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's what you're alluding to. Like they're demons. Like they live forever. They'll just keep doing. It's a cycle. Like it's like a game you get tired of. You know, once it's a cycle, you're gonna just be going through the motions and you're not getting any excitement over it unless some spicy new drama happens.
Exactly.
You know, so
at the same time, I feel like when you're immortal, time does stop for you. Like clocks.
You could think of it that way. Like, yeah, your time stops flowing.
Yeah, that's irrelevant. Time is irrelevant.
And that's scary to think about, to be honest. If I had a choice to, I think it would be better if I had an immortality I could choose to cut off. But see, that's why it's a curse. You can't cut it off.
You cut off, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, there's a lot of animes that done immortality, and some have done it right, and some just blatant, just like, I'm immortal. But there's no such thing. Some animes be like, you know, I'm immortal now, but then in the hindsight, there's no such thing as immortality.
Well, hold on now. Now, for some people, immortality is a blessing. Like, if you want to learn everything in the world, if you want to be the strongest in the universe, and that's what the demon was saying. I want to be, if you want to be the strongest in the universe, if you want to see the true strengths of your power, see how far it can go, you got to become a demon, buddy.
All right. I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Do you believe there's truly immortality in this world?
Damn. In Demon Slayer or like in our world?
Well, even in anime in general.
In any anime?
Yeah.
Is there a good immortality you're asking, or is there just immortality like in general?
Like, is there a good immortality in any anime? Because I have watched a lot, and mainly it goes like this: I'm immortal, and then his head got cut off, and then that's it.
Think of JoJo here. If you're immortal, do you care what humans think?
Oh, JoJo. Okay,
do you care? Do you care?
No.
Okay, so you're gonna be an antagonist anyway, because usually the protagonist is a human or a humanoid creature that can die. Like, can you even relate to a human whose life is
short?
Short, yeah. Can you even relate to him? Do you even want to build those relationships? Like,
good point.
So I'm not truly sure. Like, people, like, even if you be like, oh, I can't find a good guy. Immortal. I mean, immortal just could do their own rules. Like, let's say you sentence are immortal to 100 years, you'd be like, man, y'all forget about me eventually.
Here's a situation about that. Humans have a short lifespan, but we remember each other.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Bond from Seven Deadly Sins. He's a perfect example. He's apathetic, but he chose to get those relationships.
Right. Hold on. You mean Bond, the man that's in love with the Lala?
You mean you talking about the Lolly? Nah, Lala, like from Final Fantasy. Nah, she's a fairy.
Well, yeah, I do that,
Like
but she looked like a child.
She looks a kid. Yeah, she looks like a kid.
I guess you know Bond didn't really care. Like,
but I'm looking around. I'm looking at all the fairies. They all look like that.
Yeah. Okay. I give you that. Yeah. Bond is doing everything to bring back the woman he loves. I give him that.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like they're more short than because I remember King's best friend. He was pretty short too. Yeah.
Children, I feel like he really wasn't that short. Maybe like a teenager, but never that.
Yeah, and he's one of the tallest I've seen.
Yeah, he's taller than King. Most definitely. I
feel like they're more short than kiddish in that show. To me, like because Elaine looks similar to Jericho.
I wouldn't say that because we have to. All right, if you look at Jericho and you look at Elaine is more like you can clearly see she's a child. If you put her next to Jericho, at least you can tell Jericho is a grown woman and Elaine is like
just their height.
Okay, but a lot of people judge based on your height nowadays. People just judge you by your height. In anime and real life, people judge you by how tall you are and how your facial feature look.
I know. No, it's the body, really. I'm telling you because all anime characters kind of look young. Anyway, it's just because she's short. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I really think so because if you look at her in that show, they portray her like an adult. They never. Okay, this is when it gets creepy to me. It's when you portray a kid like a kid in one scene, and then you portray them like an adult in another scene. Like you go back and forth. Like in Overlord, I know I'm kind of crossing. Keep up with me, guys. we're crossing anime lines here. So if Overlord is an anime, watch it. It's great. Shalltear is never portrayed as a kid. That's what I'm saying. Like the vampire chick from there, she's never portrayed like.
Yeah, but because Shalltear and whatchamacallit, the succubus always argue with each other.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that's not creepy to me. It's creepy to me when she's literally your daughter and you want to have sex with her. Yeah, that's weird. Bond met her as the guardian of the
forest.
Of the forest. That you don't give that title to a kid.
Yeah, okay. I give you that.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice if they made her maybe have some boobs or I guess. I mean, that's what people want. But she doesn't look like a kid to me.
Okay. Well, I admit it. Yeah. Also on that note, there is also an anime I recently see. I think I might go back. This dude got reincarnated as a child, but he's smarter than every child out there. And he's teaching the king's son. But the king has like 10 sons. It's pretty much like a smart child teaching a grown adult. I just started it. I haven't fully watched it, but it's so far.
So a smart kid. Did this come out this season?
Oh no! It actually came out. I would like to say 2 years ago.
It's not the Knife Son anime, is it? Like I read the Knife Son.
Nah, not the Knife Son. No. I seen that one. That one is actually kind of fun.
I don't recall what you talking about. It's not Ascendancy of a Bookworm, where she kind of like
It's not a she. It's a he.
It's a he, and he's teaching. What is he teaching?
I think he's just teaching them how to become kings.
Kings?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a dub and the sub version of it too. It came out like 2 years ago. It wasn't. It was like not a popular anime.
It might be
pop.
trash. Is it
Yeah,
trash?
I don't think so.
Okay.
You already know how animes go sometimes. There's the good ones, the semi good ones, and then there's the ones that's underneath the carpet.
Yeah, you might have to give me that one.
Yeah, definitely.
It sounds like something I would watch. There's something it's coming in July, my birthday month. Called you're not gonna get this one. I saved the world through diplomacy, something like that.
What?
I saved the world through diplomacy or politics, and I became king. That was a rough. What it was about.
Why is that title so long?
Okay, maybe I longed it a bit. It was basically that. I don't think I'm that off.
Hold on.
It's on Funimation's YouTube right now.
Hold on, bro. I got one question. Why is some of these titles getting longer and longer?
Hold on, now I gotta look at it. So I'm not so people can look it up, I guess.
Oh yeah, so we can put a description of the animes we talked about in the description.
Oh, what, man? There's like 10 animes, bro.
Not 10. About 6 or 5.
Here we go. How a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom.
Hello. Well, that sounds like a good watch.
Yeah, I mean, look, it has the princess character. It's gonna have all the characters you know and love. So, man, it should be pretty good.
Is that is it only sub or dub right now?
It's coming in July, bro. It's not even out. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, don't you worry about it.
Okay. I can't wait then. Man, on that note, you feel like you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I don't want it to go too long.
Yeah.
I did want to discuss something with you though.
We can save it for the next podcast because I don't want to. Because if we sit here, I would end up talking about anime until like the next day, and I have so much more. I would like to talk about everybody about how beautiful something is, but then when you look at it, it's not. Some animes, when you look at it, during the times, the art style might not be it, but when you sit down and look, let's actually watch it. It's actually a beautiful anime. One of the animes I particularly love and always go back and watch is The Great Teacher Onizuka. That is the most. At first, I'm so tired of this. Was during these times, anime had a long life. Nowadays, you lucky to get 12 episodes. You're lucky to get 12.
Yeah, the spider and the reincarnated as a slime. I think when they base it off of light novels, just get a little longer. Jobless Reincarnation getting 25.
Jujutsu Kaisen had 24, and they
24. My Hero gets like 25 a season about. So like actually, if they're basing it off of something substantial, they usually give it a little longer.
Yes, but now it's like it's getting to a point where you're just in love with these characters and you want to see how they progress in that 12 episodes. 10 episodes.
Yeah. It is a little bummer. You find something that has a good premise and you're like, oh man, it's only 12. Yeah. It's only 12.
I found a couple of sleeper animes that had more than 12. But I would like to save the rest of them for the next note.
Okay. But I do want to get your final thoughts on the Demon Slayer movie. What's your rating out of 10?
On the Demon Slayer movie, I give it a 9 out of 10. Because they just hit all the points I love in anime. From the hero aspect, the villains are not trash. They don't monologue too much. We saw an overpowered demon. And we saw one of the heroes at his best, but still took an L.
Also, it's the Flame Hashira power creep.
No, because I feel like the Water Hashira was stronger than the Flame Hashira because we have seen him one shot a demon in the episode without even trying with his total concentration breathing. The 10th art, and he one shot at the demon. He didn't even know. The demon didn't even know what happened to him. He just saw his head got decapitated.
And also help me with this concept. What other anime where the people are in trouble and then someone comes to save them, like the older people come to save them? Does that happen a lot in anime? Because I feel like it happened before.
When they cry, I see that it happened in that.
You know that moment where it's like, oh my God, they might be done this time. And then boom, someone saves them.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of hoping that would happen with the Flame Hashira a little bit, like someone comes to save him. No one's coming to save him.
He get back up, yeah.
No one's coming to save him, bro.
Yeah.
Once you become a Hashira, you just like
you sign your life over, man. Yeah. No backup.
Yeah, no backup, bro. He get called for backup. You know, every other anime be like, call for backup.
Backup, yep. He get no backup.
Nope. Also, we didn't discuss the Netsu at all. The light. You say he boomed through the train. The lightning guy. He
actually kind of zipped, not boom.
Yeah. He, like I said, he has the potential of being like the strongest character in that show. Like that lightning style is insane.
But his power only gets shown when he's passed out.
But that you know what that lets me know? That lets me know that power's in him. He just doesn't have the confidence to do it.
Okay.
Like maybe he feels like the first form's not enough, because that's the only one he knows. So he just kind of hides it. Anyway, I don't think he knows any other form.
Basically a Rock Lee situation where Rock Lee, during the training exams, he was hiding his true power until he took off the weights.
No, I feel like he just it's a confidence. It's a Hinata.
Hinata.
Yeah, it's a confidence thing. It's a confidence thing.
I don't know. Hinata kind of stepped her game up in Shippuden. So
I don't think we're at the Shippuden. I don't think there will be a time skip, but like I don't think we're at the point where Zenitsu realizes he's strong enough to do it. He got a lot of regret. Like his grandpa, his senior disciple, whenever he meets his senior disciple, because I know he's out there somewhere, the other guy. Mm-hmm. So I think he just has a lot of regret, and I think he's one of the more interesting characters because he's the whiny character. And man, who's the whiny character in See, that's why My Hero gets a lot of flack, because the whiny character is Deku.
Deku don't really whine.
He's the whiny character. No.
I don't.
We're not doing this. We're not doing
this. Don't
name the whiny character in My Hero besides Mineta, the purple hair dude, and he's a comic relief. Comic relief. You can't name Mineta. Like he's not really a hero for real. Like
why you gotta do me like that? First of all,
it's Deku.
It's not Deku, man. It's not Deku.
He's the whiny, annoying character. Bakudo's the classic machismo. Like,
no, Bakudo. And the machismo is clearly my man, Iceman. Icy hot. Okay, he's the true machismo in the class. Bakudo is the whiny one, because every time Bakudo's in a situation, I don't even know how he become the hero with all these catchphrases. I'm gonna murder you. I'm like, what? What hero screams, I'm gonna murder you?
That's not whiny though.
Okay, hold on. Doing the second season of My Hero, when they went to the camp, Bakudo got kidnapped and then started crying. And then he was upset because he couldn't save himself or help Deku.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like Bakudo eventually, I would say at first, I have to say this on paper. At first, when I first saw My Hero, I thought Bakudo was the typical Sasuke of the anime. And I was about to put it down because Deku clearly was the Naruto.
Bakudo gave me Naruto vibes.
Bakudo gave Naruto vibes?
Remember how Naruto was at the start of the series? And All Might was like his, like the Eraserhead's like his Iruka.
Okay. I felt more like, okay, Like,
Because Naruto was a bully. Naruto was, I guess he was being quote unquote bullied, but he was causing bullshit in the.
I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna flip it. Cause think about it. Naruto had the Jinchuriki inside of him. Nobody want to be around him. Deku had no powers, and everybody was laughing at him.
True. That's true.
Naruto's goal was to become Hokage. Deku's goal was to become a hero. Naruto idolized the Hokage. Deku idolized All Might.
May I interest you in Toxic Naruto then? Bakudo's Toxic.
Bakudo Toxic.
Because Naruto's not shy. Like Deku's like, man, who you ever saw Hitman Reborn?
No, I haven't. That's on my watch.
He's kind of he's of that ilk. The main character in that was a whiny crybaby, pretty much. He was of that ilk.
But
until he met All Might.
But the reason why I feel like Deku has to cry because it's hard. Because he was born without powers. And every time he does the power that he uses, all for one, busts his limbs up.
No, we're doing this. No, hello.
Listen,
he busts his limbs up.
We can't continue.
He does that.
We have to say something for the folks for the next one. We can't put everything in one basket.
Okay.
So I feel like we shall bring this up on the next podcast.
All right. Okay. 9 out of 10 for the Demon Slayer movie for you. For me, I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10 masterpiece seal.
The masterpiece of a soul.
That was a masterpiece movie. I don't watch anime movies. That's why it took me so long to watch that. I like sitting down for a season, getting my drink on, my popcorn.
I agree with you. I don't really watch anime because it's like
it usually don't matter.
Yeah, it don't. It's irrelevant.
So I'm glad to see an anime movie that actually said, "Hey, man, if you want to know what's going on, you better
watch the movie.
You better go watch that show."
Yes, I love it. I love how they actually attempted to try and incorporate the storyline into this movie. I love it.
All right, so, like I said, rest in peace, the creator of Berserk. I'm not saying his name because I don't want to butcher it.
Yeah.
So, but just know I know it's Mura. Okay. So, what else? Happy. I think on the next episode we don't acknowledge it because we are a little a week behind. But it is. I hope you had a happy Memorial Day. Last weekend. And please stay tuned for the Forever in High School sick name. Someone's gonna steal it. And
Forever in High School.
And y'all have a good one. I'm Gabe.
I'm Malz and 305.
The 305 silent. And y'all have a good one.
Well, bye.